Morning all, back out again, second test ride today, and it is this Lexmoto Aura 125. This one is in red, and we're going to do a slightly different route. We've just done the LXR down the dual carriageway. We're going to do something different now, make a change. We're going to do some back roads and just show you what this bike is like. So let's have a quick look at the controls while we're riding. As you can see, low stability for speed, or speed stability at low speed is good. It's got a typical scooter sound to the engine, as you would expect from a twist and go. Controls very easy to operate. So standard controls on the left, horn, indicators, lights. It has got pass light by pushing down on your dip beam. Take your time. I'm going to let these people through, mark of respect. Right, let's go. On the right hand controls, as I was saying, start button, kill button and a hazard light switch. In front of me on the dial though, nice big digital speedometer. Speed is off to the left as well, if you like a clock. So you've got two ways to look at your speed. That's quirky. Rev counter off on the right, and then on the right hand side of the LED, a battery indicator, and your fuel tank off to the left. Time over on the top left. Outside temperature 41 degrees Fahrenheit, because we are currently in miles at the bottom, but it does give you a temperature outside of 41. Feels like -6 this morning. It is very, very nippy out. Yes, the winter jacket has come out. So I've got my bike jacket on for the garage and another one underneath. And a little picture of the bike at the top. Isn't that sweet? And then of course your odometer and your trip meter are down the bottom. But it is nice and cool. Cool enough to leave the visor up for a while till we get out on the main roads. What we'll do in a minute, we'll get out and have a look around the bike and just show you what it's like. As always, a nice steady 40 mile an hour run in. But as always, dual braking on one of these. Front brake, rear brake. Front brake's good. We're going to go my favourite little underpass. I call this Rev Bomb Bridge, because this is where we did the Rev Bomb Challenge. Someone's left the generator there, must be for the barge. So I'll try not to annoy them. We're going to pull up just here. Now we'll have to put this on the main stand, because you put the side stand down, it will kill the engine. So we're up on the main stand, very easy, just pop that up. Let's have a quick look around the bike. Pillion pegs, pop out, pop back in. Two positions to put your feet. You can put them here, we can put them up there for a little bit of extra comfort. This thing is LED all round. Those lights are super, super bright. Decent set of tyres on it. Discs all round. And a nice exhaust shield to the rear. Now, keyless ignition on seat and fuel. So if you've got it in this mode, you can pop the seat up from the back. Fuel pops it up from here. And then obviously push to lock when you've got your steering lock on. Annoy the bikers and climb on from the wrong side of the bike. But keyless ignition, I do like keyless ignition. Now my GTR 1400 is keyless ignition. The benefits of being keyless is going to stop any little scrote from trying to tamper with your ignition lock. Now someone said, yes, but what happens if I lose my key? You get two keys with one of these. Now the key itself looks like a Tesla car key. It's exactly the same shape. has got a locator on it, so if you're parked in a car park and you can't see your bike at night, you press the top control, it will flash the indicators 4 times. Ah, there's my bike, you say. So, handy little thing. Now, should the battery go flat, or you can't get into the bike because your battery's gone flat, but you've got your key fob with you, just in this side pocket down here are 2 battery connectors, 2 battery wires. All you do, you connect a boost pack or jump box to those 2 leads, power up the bike with your key, that will pop the seat so you can get under and change the battery. So very, very easy to do that. They thought of everything. Now the actual riding position, brilliant. I've got about a quarter of my shoulder. Now with the GoPro you probably see that I've got my arm there, but I can see the road behind me perfectly. So, what's it actually like to ride? It is very comfortable. I actually prefer these now to the Titans. Very comfortable seat. It's got a little bit of a dip before it goes up into the pillion seat, so it does support your backside very, very good. I'm doing 30, thank you very much. I'm actually obeying the speed limit for once in my life. But all round comfort, riding position and the handlebars is great. I'm not overstretching, I'm not cramped on it. It is very, very good. Now, I don't know why I need to look right because they've shut the road off. But let's go. So 2.1 miles on the bike. And we're just going to do a little potter around town on this one. This is the first test ride. I do 2 test rides riding a bike. So obviously LXR was the final test ride. This one there will be 2 test rides on this for the customer. Oh, big bump, and that suspension picks it up. Lovely. It is very, very comfortable and nice and firm on that suspension. It's not all bouncy and floaty as you would expect from a scooter, so you do get a good response from the road underneath. You can actually feel what is going on. And that will bring me on to a point that someone raised on one of the live streams. Have bikes got far too much electronics on? Now, I've actually ridden a couple of the big bikes. I ride a lot of big bikes actually. And someone said to me, what do you think of the GS? I absolutely love the BMW GSA 1250s. If you go and follow Andy GSA Tractor, his bike is all singing, all dancing, and it's probably the best, one of the best touring or commuter bikes that you will get. Everybody has a BMW GS, so much so that myself and Simon GTR 1400 renamed them on the live stream from a BMW GS to a Me Too. And everyone said, what is a Me Too? Because I said, you turn up at a bike meet on your BMW. I've got a BMW GS 1250. Ah, Me Too. Ah, Me Too. Ah, Me Too. So we call them Me Toos. Everybody's got one, and it tends to be the over 40s that tend to have the GS's, or about 70% of them. But they are a very, very good bike. Africa Twin is another one. Africa Twin 1100 with the DCT, which is an automatic dual clutch transmission. No clutch lever, it changes gear for you, but you have all your different modes, and you can use your paddles to go up and down the box, very similar to what you've got on the NC 750. But once again, the Africa Twin is another lovely bike for touring, as is the Honda VFR 1200, the Cross Tourer. Another good one, the Tenere, and of course the Kawasaki Versys, even the 1290 Super Duke from KTM. They're all good all-round touring machines that you can whack loads of luggage on, and obviously the GTR 1400. Not much of an adventure bike, more of a pure touring bike, hence why I like mine so much. Speed camera is still there. Wait for the camera. And you can see the headlights all flashing as you come down the road. Oh, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. So, that's what people do. Now, them actual bikes to ride, are they good? Yes. With the GTR 1400, you feel very, very connected to the road. You can feel everything that's going on. You know exactly what the tyres are doing, what the suspension is doing. A lot of these bikes, with the new electronics, it's like riding an armchair. There is so much electronic stability, suspension, ABS, traction control on them. But it's literally, you're just riding an armchair. It makes you feel very, very unconnected to the road surface. Now obviously Andy will vouch for it that his GSA is a perfect riding machine, and he does throw it around a lot. But myself, until I actually get out one, and from what I have heard, people say that you feel very, very unconnected to the road surface because of all that electronic gizmo that is going on. And obviously the one bike that I did love, and that I could feel everything, including every single bump, pothole and canyon in the road, was my ZX7R. And that thing did fly, but you would feel every single road surface to the point where it was uncomfortably nasty to ride, because you would just get off of it and you would have aching back, aching knees, aching shoulders, because every single bump would flow through your body. So there is a point at how much comfort do I need on a motorcycle before I say, yeah, you want to feel a little bit, you want to enjoy being out riding, feeling the bumps, feeling the wind in your face, feeling the road, knowing what the tyres are doing. And obviously with these big electronic bikes, yes, they are nice, I do like them, but how much is too much? Of all of them though, I do like the GSA 1250, and I have a special fondness for the Africa Twin 1100. I did go and try one, but me being too short in the leg couldn't hold the bike up. It is a very top heavy bike. Decided to get the GTR, and then lo and behold, 3 months later they bring out a low seat version of the Africa Twin. Would I own an Africa Twin? Yes, I still would. I still have a little bit of heart for Hondas, but my heart is pure Kawasaki. And Kawasaki, apart from the Versys, do not make a big boy touring bike. Hint for you, Kawasaki, let's have a 12 or 1400cc touring bike, or even 1000 with a supercharger on it. I would love to see Kawasaki knock out a big touring adventure bike. Obviously GTR was discontinued. You can still buy them in America, and I do follow a lot on the dealer sites on ebay.com, and there was one up for sale last week, $22,500, brand new GTR 1400. But unfortunately you can't import it into this country because of the emission regulations. It will not pass the emissions, damn it. But I would love a brand new GTR 1400. Either that, nice Africa Twin, or if I had to, I would buy a GS. Maybe it'd be another bike in the sable. Watch this space. I do want to get myself an adventure bike. I am currently, and if you are following my live streams, looking at going back to my youth. Now when I was 14 through to about 17, I did professional motocross to the point until I got smashed up and failed the medical because of the huge amount of steel that I've got in my right knee. But I had a KTM 420 and it was a two-stroker. I have recently found on one of the selling sites, Flea Pit or Flea Bay, a KTM 420 two-stroke. He wants too much money for it at the moment. I have offered $3,000, he wants $4,000. He has come down to 3.5, and I am in two minds whether to just bite the bullet and buy the KTM 420 so I can go and do some greed laning. Now it's a two-stroke 420, so it's a big boy bike, shed load of power, front wheel lifter, but it is a road legal motocross bike. Let me know in the description down below, should I bite the bullet, spend another 500 and buy that KTM, or should I just keep my money, keep banking it, and get myself a big boy adventure bike? And obviously I do make quite a bit of money in certain sidelines doing bits and pieces, and obviously from my YouTube platform. The last lot of money that we spent, obviously we went and bought the drone, We bought this GoPro that's on the front of the helmet and the Rode wireless mics. Currently looking, another new one in the stable probably in the next month is going to be the Insta X3. I saw Uncle Red's one. Now I've got an Insta, standard Insta 360, not a lover of it, broke the mounting in about the first 6 months, but the new one, the Insta X3, is very, very nice, and it's very, very small as well. So she's going to be doing a little bit with that, and that is going to be the next addition in the stable, the Insta X3. Or I might go with the GoPro. I'm still waiting for them to send me one as a demo so I can try it out. Where are we going? We're just going to sit there then. That's alright, well thank you. Block the road. Should have took his mirror off. Oh, I'm just pulled in here. Wave you past. Yes, thank you very much. Right, so racking up the miles. 7 miles on this. There's a couple more to add on, which I can do on the final test ride. But so far, so good, all hunky-dory. So that's the Aura. As I say, answer those questions for me if you've watched the video all the way through and not skipped. Don't forget, regular Friday nights, jump on the live stream, people. 8 o'clock every Friday night, Rev Bomb channel on YouTube. Go and check it out, come and join us. All the crew in there. And I forgot to mention Jim Diesel. Finally Friday, so we'll get a plug in for Jim Diesel this time, because I mentioned everybody else on the last video I done. But Jim Diesel, go and check him out. He's looking at a new bike after he blew the Triumph up. Still got the KLV. I do love his Kawasaki, the big orange green Meanie that he's got. So go and check all those guys out. I'm going to now head back for the carriage. Oh, I've been out for 2 and a bit hours now and not had a cup of coffee yet, so I think a cup of coffee and a vape is good for me once I get back. But the Aura, all good, all singing, all dancing. Give the customer a call, let him know that I'm going to bang this video up and he can go and sit and watch it. But round town, it's a great little thing. And a lot of Ubers and Deliveroos are using these Auras for delivery purposes. Just quick reminder, if you are buying a Lexmoto for delivery purpose, if it is being used for business use, you will not have any warranty on it. Lexmoto will only cover you for social, domestic and pleasure. It is not a business use machine. And it's not just Lexmoto, it goes for Honda, Yamaha, Kawasaki, Suzuki. Any of the big brands will not cover any warranty on the bike if you're using it for business use. You're taking it totally out. Make sure you've got business insurance as well. Yes, I know about that. My insurance has gone up £12 this year. So it's now gone from 370 to 308. I think it was 382 or 383 mile an hour. 383 pounds, not mile an hour. 383 quid because I business use my bike. What do you do? I just motovlog. Oh, do you right? Have you got a business name? Yeah, Rev Bomb. All right. What's your channel called? Rev Bomb. All right. It's business use. It's a difference of about 40 quid a year for business use if you're a motovlogger. But if you have an accident while you are rolling video and you're using it for commercial purposes for on YouTube, that is classed as business use. If you're just recording your ride, that's fine. A social domestic pleasure. Everybody's allowed to have a dash camera or a GoPro for purposes of recording, but as soon as you upload anything to YouTube and you're making money from your YouTube videos, that is classed as business use, unfortunately. So just a quick reminder on you on that one. As always though, like, subscribe, comment, share, all the usuals. Check out the list of motovloggers in the description down below. Give them a follow and check them out. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all the social media channels we are on. We are not far off of 1 million views on my videos, so thank you very much for everybody that's done that and clicked like or watched the video. Thank you very much. Do appreciate all the input that you guys give. But as always, whatever you're doing this weekend, have yourself a good one. Be well, ride safe, and from RB, it's a big goodbye from me.